Feudalism.
After Rome collapsed, German invaders took this advantage to take over what is left of Rome, which introduced new customs and people. However, they still spoke Latin and followed the Roman law. The Christian Church was the only thing left to preserve some elements of the Roman civilization. German invaders, or the Franks, and other groups of people such as the Vandals, Visigoths, Angles, Saxons, Jutes, and Lombards had played important roles in the creation of feudalism. For example, when a Frankish king or leader would die, their sons would share the land. Due to the division of land, the sons would always want more individual land to themselves, and civil wars were created as an outcome. In feudalism, everyone must share their land with others. For example, monarchs provided lands to lords, and lords provided land for the vassals. The Vikings helped develop feudalism also. The Vikings were explorers and raiders who traveled throughout Europe using their invention of long ships. These long ships allowed Vikings to travel to cities and villages all over Europe. They raided villages in the summer and winter. Vikings needed food in the summer, and in the winter they needed clothing and food because they couldn't provide their own due to limited growing seasons. Feudalism was created for protection from invasions. Protection was needed for many reasons. Foreign people such as the Magyars, Muslims, Vikings, and other tribes invaded Europe, so the need for protection increases. Feudalism was important because it prevented attacks from the same ethnic groups. The knights of the feudalism system would protect their own individual lords or vassals in the kingdom. In addition to being created for protection, feudalism was also created for political stability. The constant warfare of German kingdoms and the lack of power in Europe without Rome were other factors. Feudalism is broken into three parts: the military system, the political system, and the social system. All the problems Europe faced fall into these categories. For example, political instability. This element falls under the political system. Feudalism is set up like a pyramid. The people with the most amount of power are found at the top, and the majority of the people who have the least power are on the bottom. Monarchs claimed ownership of the land, so they provided the lords with some land. In return, the lords gave the monarch loyalty and protection. The lords would then provide land to the vassals, who would provide loyalty and protection back to them. This pattern continues until the bottom of the pyramid, where the serfs are found. In return for land, the serfs gave the knights, vassals, and lords products from their farming, and they would also pay taxes and fees to them.